guys, it's time for me to reveal what my fourth best palette of the year is. If you're new to this, if you somehow missed the last couple of videos that I did, I first did a ranking video where I ranked my palettes from number 15 until number 6, and then I did a separate video using my number 5th palette of the year. My number 5th palette of the year, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't watched it, just go watch the video. Today I'm going to be showing you what my fourth best palette of the year is. I'm going to be using the palette in a look, and we're just gonna have a good old time. But before we get into actually using this palette and revealing this palette, this video is sponsored by Anna Luisa. And if you're thinking to yourself, didn't you just do a sponsored video with Anna Luisa? And you are correct, but it is a holiday, and what better gift to give to someone than a fine piece of luxury but affordable jewelry, am I right? Or if you're like me, you can give yourself a present, because I do that every single year. I love wrapping a little present for myself to unwrap on Christmas. It's just a good time. So let me tell you a little bit about Anna Luisa if you are unfamiliar with the brand. They are a sustainable luxury jewelry brand. Their prices start at $39, which for what you're getting, because I have a lot of Anna Luisa pieces now and I absolutely love them, I can say that that is a very, very fair price. You guys have probably seen me use all of their pieces in my videos all the time because I absolutely love them. They're currently running a sale where if you buy one, you get one 40% off, and you also get a free jewelry case if you spend over $150, and that case is worth $60. I looked on their website and it looked really, really cool. Like, I want one of those, and I was also looking at their new arrivals today, and they have some really, really cute stuff. So I might even make an order myself because some of the stuff that they came out with looks really, really nice. So I want to show you the pieces that I ended up getting this time, and honestly, this necklace that I'm wearing, this layer necklace, I love their layer necklaces, but this is one of my favorite pieces that I've ever gotten from them. I think it is just so cool. It's such a beautiful design. I love how heavy it is. It feels very, very luxurious and very just good quality, you know what I mean? Like, you can just tell when you get something and it just feels like good quality. Like, that's how this feels, and I love how it looks. I love how kind of statement-y it is, and every time I wear their jewelry, I just feel really pretty. I don't know what it is, but I just really love their stuff. So this is called the Cardi set. I'll show you again because you already saw it. I'm also wearing a pair of earrings here. These are really, really cool. These are called the Celeste earrings. It has a moon on one ear and then it has a little star on the other. I love the way they do their little earring set with one being different than the other. I think it's just a cool little touch. I also got another piece of earrings that I have worn already in a couple of videos, and I absolutely love these two. These are called the Michelle earrings, and these are also one of my favorite pieces I think that I've gotten from Anna Luisa. So if you guys are interested in trying out the brand, please feel free to check out the link down below in my description box. Like I said, their sale is amazing. It goes on until December 26th, but you might want to snag your pieces a little bit sooner so that it has time to ship and get there before Christmas. So thank you so much, Anna Luisa, for sponsoring this video. As always, it is a joy working with you guys, and I love your pieces so much, and I can't wait for other people to try them as well. So let me go ahead and reveal what my fourth palette of the year is. So this is quite a large palette, and you can probably guess already by me saying that I barely have room on my desk for this palette, but I still love it so, so much. So the palette in question is, of course, the Worldy palette by P. Louise. Man, I just love this palette so much. There's something about this that just, I think it's just the formula, to be honest, because the packaging, I'm trying to open it, is such a pain in the ass. But the formula in this palette, it just makes my heart beat faster. It's so good. The mattes in this, I can't even explain to you just how perfect they are. They just work wonderfully. So I'm very excited to be playing with this palette a little bit again. It does only have 3 shimmers. If you for some reason haven't seen this palette before, it's this one right here, as well as this dark blue and this dark green. And I don't really love the shimmer formula in this palette, so I'm kind of glad that there's only 3. So I might pull in something else for my shimmers, but we'll see. I'm gonna just start by priming my eyes, and then we can get into it, because I am so excited to be playing with this again, despite me having done, what, 11 looks with this already, but I could just not get enough of it. It's so good. So I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. I saw a picture on Instagram the other day where someone had like just color in the front portion here, and then they had kind of cut their crease and did a huge wing with like eyeshadow and then put a little something on the lid. I'm not sure how it's going to work out on my eyes, but I kind of want to test it out. So I want to work with some of the greens in the inner portion of my crease. I'm going to grab the shade here to start off. Can you see which one I'm pointing at? This one. And then I'm going to deepen it up with the green next to it. So I'm gonna start just by placing this in the front portion of my crease. Probably gonna take it about halfway out or so. Ugh, I just love this color. Isn't that such a beautiful green? Did any of you buy this palette after I did my 10 look video with it? Let me know, and let me know how you feel about it, because I am just still so blown away by this palette. I just find it so fun to work with. I'm gonna try to take this up quite high here, because like I said, I am going to kind of cut my crease where I'm putting down this color. I have no idea how this look is going to turn out. It might end up being a bit of a fail, but you never know unless you try, am I right? And you're never going to get good at doing new techniques if you don't try it. I wish I remembered who my inspiration for this was, because I didn't save the picture. I saw it and I thought it was so cool, and now I can't find it again. I was looking for it for reference so that I could take a look and see like what exactly it was that she did. But since I don't have it, I'm just gonna have to kind of wing it and see how it goes. So next up, I'm gonna move to a smaller brush. This is my Morphe E36, and I'm gonna dip into that darker green shade, and I'm gonna use that to basically deepen up this one that I just put down. So I feel like maybe I pull this out a little bit too far, but we'll see what happens when I go in and cut my crease. Is this blended already? I feel like that went so quickly. I mean, these shadows are just effortless to work with. So I'm going to find a concealer that I don't like, and I'm going to use that for my cut crease. Let me try this one. I'm going to use my Juvia's Place concealer because I'm not really a big fan of this under my eyes. And I'm using my Morphe M421 brush because I love this for cut creases. And I'm just going to pretend like I'm doing a half cut crease basically. And we'll see what happens when I get to the outside of this, how I'm going to do it. I haven't really thought this through very well. I guess I'm just gonna kind of, I don't know, wing this out a little bit or something. I want to make sure that I can still see this when my eye is open. So maybe something like this. Maybe I need to put something else on my lid. I feel like this is not covering up all of the shit that I wanted it to cover up, or I just need to go in with more concealer. I'm not really sure. Are these even? That is always the question, and I think the answer is no. I think I need to go in just a little bit right here, but I think this is getting to a point where I'm like okay with it. And I think what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna find a very pigmented bone colored matte if I have that, and then I'm just going to pack that all over my lid just so I can get rid of any kind of green that's sort of poking through here. Just want to make sure that these are as even as I can get them. Gonna try to use this bone colored matte here from the Odense Solmon palette. I feel like this one is going to be quite nice and pigmented. It has a little bit of a kind of pink undertone, but I think it's gonna be fine still. I just need something to just really pack on my lid here. I'm not going to take this all over yet. I mainly just want to kind of push it up against this line and where it is that I need to make sure that my lid is looking clean. I'm gonna call this good for now. I mean, this is looking crazy. I have no idea if this is going to work out. For my wing, I'm gonna take the shade here called First Class, which is the purple. And I'm just going to do basically what I do when I do my hooded eye wing, and just do my wing when my eye is open. I'm going to wing this out quite a bit here. I'm just going to connect that to my lid, making sure I get under that green. I'm just going to fill in this wing part. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this once I've gotten to like my lid, because a lot of the time if I try to do something like this, the shadow will transfer. Like if I go in with this purple like too far in, it'll transfer in my crease where I don't want it to. So I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this, but let me just work on this and see what I can figure out. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this iridescent shade here from Clionadh. This is in the shade Halo. I will give you a quick swatch of this because, oh, look at that. This reminds me actually a lot of the Kaleidos highlighter. Wow, that's pretty darn close. That's beautiful though. I'm gonna try first without spraying it and just seeing if I can get a bit of just like a sheer shimmery layer on my lid. I just wanna see how that looks before I go in with a large amount here. I'm just gonna gently tap this over the middle of my lid. I'm actually just gonna take it all the way in here. That looks really, really pretty. And I'm going to see if I can get a gradient between the purple and the shimmer here. I think I do want to try to get this a little bit more intense because I need stuff to be as intense as possible. I'm gonna spray this a little bit as well just to see how opaque I'm able to get. Shit, my fix blush just fell on the floor. How opaque I'm able to get this because I know how beautiful the shadow can be. And I just want it to be very, very nice and shiny. And I think that made a huge difference. This looks so good. Actually, I think I like this look, you guys. I wasn't sure at first, but I think it's coming together. I don't know what I want to do under my eye though. I almost feel like doing anything is kind of going to mess it up, but I also feel like not doing anything is going to make it look kind of weird. So I don't know, maybe I'll just do, is it weird if I just do green on the inner portion too? I feel like that would look kind of off. I kind of think I just want to leave it like this. I'm not sure. I'm going to, I guess, finish off my eyes. I want to do something in my waterline though. I'll probably do green because this whole month is just going to be me and green in my waterline and a red lip. Sorry, not sorry. So I think I'm going to finish off. I'll come back and I will show you what I did, but right now I just don't really have a plan what it is that I want to do, but you'll see in a second. Okay, so the eyes are done and I just decided to leave it alone because I really liked the way it was looking. I didn't even go very heavy on my mascara. I just wanted a little bit to make it more of a editorial type look. I did a little bit of nude colored eyeliner in my waterline. This is Honeydew from ColourPop. And what I want to do next is I actually want to compare this multi-chrome shadow from Clionadh to the Kaleidos highlighter because I just feel like these are going to be so similar. So this is the Clionadh one. I'm going to swatch the Kaleidos one next to it, and if they are similar, I want to put them side by side on my face just so we can see. So this is the Prophecy highlighter from Kaleidos. Just going to swatch that right next to this one. Okay, so this is, would I say that they're similar? Maybe a little bit. The Kaleidos one actually seems a little bit more intense. Should we go ahead and try it? I feel like they're similar enough that if I go in very lightly, that maybe they're going to look pretty much the same. So let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to do, let me do the Kaleidos one on this side here, and then I will do the Clionadh one on the other side. This is such a beautiful highlighter. I just cannot get enough of it. It's super intense though, so I definitely went a little overboard today, which I tend to do every single time I use this, but it's just so beautiful. So I'm going to wipe off my brush and I'm going to grab the Clionadh one. This is obviously an eyeshadow and not a highlighter, and we're just gonna see. So far, I mean, that's looking quite similar. I'm seeing more of a kind of green shift in the Kaleidos one, and I actually think that this works almost better as a highlighter. I'm not seeing as much of a, I wouldn't say cast, but this one is more metallic and this one is almost a little bit more sheer. So I actually think I like that one more as a highlighter. That's kind of insane. I never tried to use these iridescent ones from Clionadh as a highlighter, but maybe that is something that I need to play around with because that honestly looks really nice. Just to even them out, I'm gonna take a little bit of the Kaleidos one over the top of this, but that was really, really fun to try. And I feel like you barely can see a difference. I think I like this side a little bit more. Yeah, just a smidge, but I mean, they're still obviously beautiful, both of them. I'm gonna go back in with my blush just to kind of even everything out. So I'm using one from ZZ. I do have a video up with these. This is in the shade 03. These are so stunning. It's quite subtle though, so I did have to really build this up to get a nice pigmentation in the blush. But if you're someone who likes a subtle blush, I think that you would love these because I'm going in very heavy and it's just giving me a very nice kind of, not sheer wash of color, but a very natural wash of color, if that makes sense. It's just beautiful. I just love this. I think it looks really, really nice. Like, this is the kind of blush that you cannot mess up. Like, you cannot go too overboard with this. It just gives you like a really, really nice blush. So I think that's gonna be the look. actually really like this. I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I do. I'm just gonna tone down the little bit of highlighter that I put right in the middle here. That was a lot, maybe a little bit too much, but yeah, like I said, I really like this. I might have to like play around with this eyeshadow placement a little bit more because this was fun. It was kind of hard to do though with like the cut crease and everything, but I think it worked out pretty good for, especially for being my first time. I think that kind of cut crease where you like wing it out here and then do something in the outer corner, that's kind of fun. So yeah, let me know what you think. Are you surprised that the P. Louise palette ended up being my 4th best palette of the year? Did you think it was going to be higher? I know some of you said that you thought this was going to be in my top 2. None of you have gotten my order right yet, but some of you have gotten all of my top 5 right. So very impressed by that, I gotta say. I didn't think that anybody would really be able to do it. I do think I have one that's maybe a bit of a curveball, but yeah, keep the guesses coming. I would love to see if anybody can guess both the order as well as the palettes right. So that's gonna be it for today's Annette-mas episode. Thank you so much to Anna and Luisa for sponsoring this video. As always, I absolutely love working with you guys. Don't forget to check out their sale. They have some really amazing pieces on there. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully I will see you all in tomorrow's Annette-mas video. Bye.